just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken in at the 3. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete, nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Muse, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fitzpatrick's throw taken in by Samuel.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Heineke with a 3rd and goal. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he stopped immediately there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open right side, complete to Rager. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Washington 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Hurts. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Hey, color.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Tighten up. Regular.
Now it's a bootleg with Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
One set. One set. Watch two. I got you. My 52.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, really not much secret there, third and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Eagles first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Yo.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10.
52's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 52, Mike 52. Rip right.
Fitzpatrick. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check your hot read.
They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 39, Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Another run with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Sanders slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Hurts going to take this himself, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29 yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzpatrick. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
117, 117. All day. Strong. Any day. Rush in. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Washington on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 31, check 31.
Regular. 52 is the mic right here.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Know your job. You kill.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Quick slant to Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch the whip. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run with McKissick. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 9-yard line.
20!
52's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal.